I have to vent about something else today, and it's going to have to go on the Entertainment Guy channel, which means multiple videos on the TEG channel, which is going to throw some people off. So it's the kickoff show for SmackDown, and they're trying to hype up the show, and I'm trying to skip back and forth between this and hockey games too. Here's the problem. Through no fault of their own, Becky Lynch will not be fighting against Ronda Rousey, so they're trying to hype up Ronda versus Charlotte with 4 days' notice. Okay. Daniel Bryan wins the title over AJ Styles. Apparently Vince didn't want the exact same matchup for Braun Strowman again. So you have 4-day build-up for Daniel Bryan against Brock Lesnar. Okay. You have two women's teams. You have Raw, which right now, as they're showing, Natalya and Ruby Riott are off the team. I don't know. They have the fifth member of the SmackDown team was named, which was Mandy Rose. And the announcers on the panel are like, "Oh, Raw's not ready for Mandy Rose. Raw hasn't been preparing for Mandy Rose." How many matches has Mandy Rose won in singles competition? Right. And they really overplay her "I'm so special, I'm so awesome" thing that they're doing with her right now. So I'm like, okay, so she's gonna turn against the team or smack Sonya or something. I don't care. The 5-on-5 match between the men's, that feels as slapped together as anything I've seen. I remember when SmackDown meant something. I remember when you'd have a main event at SummerSlam, okay? And you'd have that feud kind of continue, and other guys would sort of slowly be drawn in, and you'd add up, 4 on each side, and suddenly, bam, you've got yourself a Survivor Series match that feels like it means something. Now it's just the battle for brand supremacy. We never see these guys against each other, except when we do. You've got Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura, which has no build whatsoever, which could be a fantastic match, but without the emotion, without the feud leading up to it, it's there. Rey Mysterio's back. Does it matter? He's on the SmackDown Raw, or he's on the SmackDown versus Raw 5-on-5 match. It really doesn't matter. I cannot remember a single Survivor Series that's felt this slapped together, this piss poor in the way that they built everything up. The fact that it's just, and I know people are going to say, well, with the injuries to Roman Reigns and Becky, that's changed plans. Well, there's still been no build. None of this feels like it means anything. So let's say Daniel Bryan beats Brock Lesnar tonight. How does that affect Raw tomorrow night? It doesn't. How does that affect SmackDown on Tuesday? Doesn't. SmackDown, Raw will not be affected by the events of tonight. They'll show some kind of a 30-second segment at the start of the show where they say, "Oh, well, here's the results from last night," and then it's done. This used to be one of the big pay-per-views, and now it just feels slapped together. Again, and it's not just okay. So let's just say that for a minute you can forgive the two main events for being slapped together, which I don't. There's nothing else on the card that feels important. Look, they did that thing in Saudi Arabia where they had matches that they built for months too. And this one, how many of these matches have had more than a week or two of build of any sort? What feud's being decided at Survivor Series? Remember, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, that was a Survivor Series match. So you had your traditional matches, but you had big important feuds going on too. There's no way I can sit through 4 hours. It's a 2-hour pre-show, and then it's a 4-hour show. That's 6 hours. That's too much. 6 hours is too much of things I like, much less something like this. I can't imagine somebody saying, "Hey, welcome to the hockey game. This is going to be a 6-hour game. They're playing for 7 periods." Oh, God, no. Like, I don't understand how... I don't get it. I don't get it. And Sanity's buried... and they have a great gimmick, but it doesn't matter. I'm terrified of when the Undisputed Era comes up because they're just going to bury whatever they do too. And everything else kind of gets lost tonight. And then, as I'm saying this, out comes Bobby Roode, who's in a tag team for no reason other than they don't know what to do with him. I would be interested to know if other wrestling fans have the same opinion that I do before this show starts, that it just feels like everything's just sort of thrown together. And if an event that used to really mean something and be important, it just doesn't feel that way anymore. Am I alone in that? Am I on my own? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.